too. Yeah, we live.
Cool.
We live.
Trip Digital Radio Sound Art Expression, your man DJ Journey, Jason Lee, the master artist, and we have Marquita Monet building. What's going on, guys?
What's up, fam?
We're back again.
Come on, Journey, let's do this.
Oh, turn up. Hey, look, we have a special guest today. And I tell you this much, man. Me and him shared a birthday party earlier this month.
Ooh.
Leo's
Yes.
honoring and taking care of their people and owning what they do
Lion
and how
Kings.
they do it. Yes, Lion Kings, man.
Yes.
Represent, man. But this man, he's the president of Gran Leyenda. Did I say that right?
Gran Leyenda.
Leyenda. You know, it has one of those special names, but it's an organic tequila, which I haven't seen out there on the market, which makes it special. Let's give it up for Derrell Spann.
Way to go, Derrell.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, man. A long time coming, man. Long time coming.
Man, thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
Tequila. Can I a brown man in tequila, man? That's special.
Yeah,
that is special.
Absolutely.
You know, you got vodkas out there and everything like that. Mm-hmm. What sparked the tequila movement?
Man, a lot of luck and just being in the right place at the right time. I started in 2012 with the founder of the brand, Jesus Santoyo. Back in 2012, as the president of the brand, I had a small stake in the brand, 10% ownership. And, you know, throughout the years, we spent some time together, and he just felt like this whole business just wasn't really what he wanted to do. He originally grew this as a tribute to his dad, and had really no intentions of selling it in the mainstream. And ran into some people in Vegas. One of my dear friends, Eddie Perales, who basically gave me my shot in Vegas, and we'll go into a little bit about that later. But he introduced us back in 2012, and basically from there, when we got into 2015, he really wanted to have a family and build his own home. And, you know, his family comes from construction. And so he asked me, he said, hey, we can sell it, or you want to buy it? And I looked at him and he says, yeah, buy it. I said, well, how much? So we talked about the price, and long story short, we made it work.
Wow.
And today I stand as I think I'm the only African-American that actually says he has a stake in the brand. I actually own 95% of the brand.
Wow.
Yeah,
94. I'll tell you guys a little bit about who my partner is now. But 94% stake in the brand. I still own and control the brand, and my son Tyler is not only my son, but he also runs California market for us.
Wow. Keep it in the family.
Exactly.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, so he knows just as much about this brand as I do. He's been with it since he was 19. So grew up in it, and real proud of him and what he's been able to accomplish, not only with the brand, but in his music career. And probably dive into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's rewind it back, man. Where are you guys originally from, man? We know about the success, but let's go back to the roots of this. Where you from, Derrell?
Man, I grew up in LA, 77th and Compton Avenue.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
You know, East Side, South Central guy. Grew up in 77, went to Bell High School before that, formerly Eddison. So I've been here all my life, man. My family is originally from Arkansas, but we've been here for, as long as I've been around. And they came out when they were 24, married in Arkansas. And they came out and there's our home here. Everybody's here. And I've been there all my life and will never leave.
Wow.
I get to see enough traveling, so I'm all good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sunshine, Cali sunshine.
Wow. So your family's a part of one of the original migrations of the South to LA. Yeah,
man. From Arkansas back in the 60s, they came here, man. Wow. And, my dad worked for A Company, and my mom worked for Mattel, and
Mattel, the
toy company. I got Hot Wheels every single night.
You lived the life.
I wish I'd have kept them because those things were worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah. They were made of real steel.
Real steel, man. Every day she would bring me a plastic bag of something that was a one-off or didn't quite make the assembly line.
Those are classics, right?
I mean,
Yo, Tyler, did you get any of the hand-me-down Mattel joints?
Man,
come on, man.
By the time that came around, like it was all gone. I didn't, know.
The special limited edition.
Right. Getting on the good stuff.
He's like, Tyler's like, yo, I ain't played with toys anyway.
My era was like, like video games and card games.
Right.
That's how I grew up.
Yeah, I went over to the crib, man. You guys got video game consoles in every room, man.
Get serious. Online gaming gets serious.
I'm like, yo, man, what are you guys doing here?
We got a studio in the house too,
Yeah.
We do our own thing there. We do. They do all the music there. And
Beautiful
I
thing.
did this when he was younger. I didn't want him driving down to Hollywood in the middle of the night and do it. So we just put one in the house and let him do his thing.
So when you tell me about the tequila. So we're going to go into the tequila bit. Yeah. I mean, were you a connoisseur of tequila, and or it was just an inheritance of the brand, and then you learned about the brand?
No, the tequila story started back before I got into the tequila business. I was I had a marketing company, and basically what we did, we represented brands in urban markets, Hispanic, Asian, and I would get hired by companies like Bean Global or Diageo or Absolute or Brown-Forman, and these are the guys who own Jack Daniels, Jack Honey. And basically, I was the guy that kind of got them hot in the business. I had a great relationship with Kevin Black back then, who was vice president of for Interscope Records, and I did work with Jimmy Iovine, and ran with Steph Johnson, Garnett Marks, Marlon Singleton, Troy Marshall. Those were all my guys. So we were really the ones that started this whole movement with brands sponsoring videos, album release parties. I mean, we did everybody from Gaga to Snoop to Boy Thugs and Harmony. Everything on Interscope's roster, we had a handle of what they did as far as the liquor. So we sponsored everything. We did the Tom Tom Club, which was Jimmy Iovine's private club across the street. And so we kind of pushed that out, and I kind of got my name synonymous in the business because I was able to bring artists to liquor, and it was just a really cool situation where we could get on buses and take it from LA to Miami for the VMA.
Wow.
So
that was post.
That's amazing.
That was post Ciroc and all that stuff like that. Way before that.
That was way before that. I could have taken that title from Diddy.
You made that like we already did that.
But we did it on a major level, man. We actually had some major brand awareness between Interscope, the whole label. I mean, I knew that when they needed an album release party, they called me first, and I brought in the brands, and we really got some real good stuff out the box.
Amazing.
Wow, now that makes sense.
Yeah, and then after 9/11, I started in hotel business, but then after we started doing this thing with Interscope, my name kind of got out there, and then that's how I ran into Jesus, and that's kind of how this whole thing was birthed back in 2012, and here we are today.
Man, you just never know how life will move, man. Like,
absolutely.
Like 10 years before then, would you have said, I have a tequila brand?
Yeah, man.
I'm in that sector to have my own market space.
Yeah, I'm in that space, man. And we are doing some big things right now with, I'm headed to Vegas tomorrow. We're going into 21 all leased liquor stores in Vegas.
Nice, man. Congrats on that.
We're I like those
some of
numbers.
Caesar properties, MGM, Venetian. We're in Whole Foods in Vegas and getting ready to relaunch here in California. We're in Whole Foods in Hawaii and Nobu, and we're
makes sense.
We're doing our thing, man. It's organic.
Absolutely.
Don't panic.
And then we got on deck now. I'm leaving for Miami in a couple of weeks, and we're gonna start to get involved with Total Wine, and we've got 30 stores we're going to reach out to, then all the ABC stores, and so we're going to be going into Texas, and New Jersey, New York, Arizona, Canada, Detroit. I mean, it's just on a wave, man. And I was lucky to get a guy by the name of Hugh Jackson. I don't know if you guys follow football, but Hugh is was the coach of the Raiders and Cincinnati Bengals was the last year, and he is alive and well with the brand, and he's all down with us. And so we are getting ready to go into Ohio just because it's a phone call he made. Because of course that's where he was, with the Browns, and the Bengals as well. And so. We're just on this whole growth pattern, man, and just getting ready to just do it.
Man. I mean, since 2012.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's exponential.
Yeah. The thing about it, this business really lends to the fact that if you got to be able to put 7 years in this business before people take you serious.
Yeah.
Because a lot of brands come in and come out, and there are other organic brands. I mean, we're not the only ones. We were one of the first. We've gone through some changes from our bottling, our packaging. I redesigned this whole entire package. To kind of go a little bit what's going on today. But, the thing about about the tequila, number one, a lot of people don't understand it's the only upper in the game. You know, everything else is a downer because you add sugar.
Right.
Tequila has a natural sugar. The agave plant produces natural
Love
sugar.
it.
So you don't get the hangover if you have premium tequilas. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you know, we don't have, you know, yeast and chemicals and
Yeah.
pesticides.
Not like
you know,
the
with our
Patrons
stuff.
and all that.
Well, I don't want to talk bad about anybody.
It's
You know,
just
because a
like-
lot of those guys are my friends and
Yeah,
that business.
yeah,
You know, we're all in this
Yeah.
tequila
Right.
game. And
But this is a great option.
but we stand on our own. You know,
Right.
we hold our own with any brand out there. We're not afraid to go on a taste test, blind
Yeah.
taste test, and we do what we do with that. So
Yeah.
our brand speaks for itself. But
Yeah.
as far as Patron, you know, they started this whole movement with tequila. They made it fashionable. They made it hot. It was in every
Mhm.
song. And so people really started to kind of roll to tequila because of what Patron did. So I give them love.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they allow people like me to come into this space. Where,
Yeah.
you know, before we were drinking Cuervo and people were like getting sick. And,
Oh,
you
my
know,
God.
that was just the whole thing. Like, oh my
I got
God.
stories about.
Yeah. But the Weber, you know,
Flashback.
yeah, but the Weber Blue Agave is the best
Yeah.
agave in the world for tequila growth. And so
Really?
that's what we use. And so, you
Yeah.
know, our thing is like, we don't use chemicals, pesticides. We don't use yeast. It's a natural fermentation process.
Amazing.
The thing about also, it's about one of the cleanest you're going to get. And I can tell you now, if you stick with my brand and don't mix, you won't get a hangover the next
That's
day.
amazing.
It just
Wow.
doesn't happen like that.
Hey.
So tell me this: are you in the trenches with the growth from the plants and everything like that? Are you seeing the plants? Are you taking care of the plants? Are you touching the plants to the bottle? You know, soup to
yeah,
nuts.
well, that's a good question because, as a brand owner, you know, you have to be involved in that. I do have a guy that's in Mexico, Rogelio Gerardo. He's my superintendent. He runs and makes me look good. He is the guy who brings everything to life.
Yeah.
I go down a couple of times a year. I'm actually going down 19th and 11th of September, I believe, and just to kind of go down and check things out. But, you know, we go from growing to production to bottling. What you get in the box, it crosses over to us, and then we sell it to our distributor.
Yeah.
And then it's up for people like Tyler and myself, and we have other people in different parts of the country to go out and make sure we get the replenishments, get the resale.
Gotcha.
Once we cross it over the border, we sell it to, you know, Southern Wine and Spirits or Park Street, whatever those brands are that we actually deal with. And then it's up to us to just keep things hot, do tastings, and get engaged with people doing things like this. You know, going out and talking to people, sponsoring fashion shows.
Yeah.
You know, videos, you know, anything. We
Radio
can do to get
shows,
exposed.
like,
radio
right.
shows.
Yes.
Like we need to become the official tequila of Dash. That's
Okay.
There you go.
Because-
Come on.
So that,
See-
you know, when people walk in, they already know what time it is. So we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see,
yeah. There
that's
you go.
why the radio show. That's why you even here, because you know we had to get your story, and then
That was all real.
back end of
That was
this,
all real.
to, you know,
Okay,
pop this
because
thing
that
off the
tequila-
right way.
Yeah, that's a wrap. We're going to do that.
Yes.
Anytime you guys need something.
All right, well,
please.
that's the show, y'all. Today.
That's it.
No,
That's what
man.
time it is.
No, man. It's,
Definitely.
it's all love, man. I just love to see like this happen, man. I mean, because we were out here, man. I mean, the food and beverage business,
Yeah.
$1 trillion business, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I learned that from a friend, man, that had a brand, and he started talking numbers. He's like 3.1 billion, 2.5 billion. I'm like, for what? Like,
Think about
Yeah.
this. Patron sold for 5.2 billion. George Clooney sold for
Stop.
1.7 billion. And then you have other tequila brands that's over 250 million,
Yeah.
Avion 300 million.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers are staggering.
What?
And you know what we're trying to do here, man, is that
Oh.
we're trying to get there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, we're patient, but then again, we're not, because we know what those numbers mean and where you have to go
Absolutely.
to get that look.
Yeah.
Because anytime you're a small brand like us, the big guys are always looking, because they'd rather buy you out than to try and recreate what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we know that. So, you know, we're going to keep our heads to the grind, keep moving, keep pushing. And one day you might see me and it's like, cha-ching.
Yeah, right?
We
Start
will,
pulling
we
up
will.
in the drop top
You know what I'm
Bentleys and all
saying?
that. I'm like, okay, all right, I know.
Dropping
what
off
happened.
Rolexes to my
Right.
Dash people, you know.
Right.
That's where it started, you know.
Tyler got 3 phones. It's like, yo, I don't know which one to answer, man. I'm hot right now.
That's what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
man, I would love to see that, man. That's gonna happen. That's already happened. man.
Exactly.
We're going to will that, brother.
Yes, yes,
We'll will
man.
that.
Yeah. So the music part, like how'd you get into music, man? Tyler.
Man, I mean, being around him and, you know, a lot of the execs that he was naming earlier,
Yeah.
just, you know, kind of being young and wasn't really sure I wanted to do music.
Right.
So it was like, you know, I kind of had a little pressure for them, like, all right, show me some stuff. I was like, I'm not ready yet, you know? So, and then I probably just got back into probably about, say, like 5 years now. one of my big brothers, Chino Soul, like he got me in the studio with him, showed me like a whole bunch of stuff. So, and then from there, just kind of got in with my guys, my best friends, like my family that I still rock with today.
Yeah.
For over 15 years, and like we just kind of just put everything together and just started a group.
Wow.
You know,
What's the name of the group?
Man, I see it was shout out my boy Rico. It was me and him. We had Spiffy Life.
Ooh.
So that was the original group. And then now my cousin Kid Third, we all got together and then just made a crazy collective, and we go by VIP now.
Yeah.
Which is Vigilantes Influencing Positivity. So you know, we trying to like just come in the game.
That's hard right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I heard some of the music, man. I'm like, yo, is this out? Man. This dude got more albums.
Yo!
Yeah,
I'm like, is this out? He's like, nah, that ain't out.
We got a lot of music.
I know
He
this
creating
is out.
like
Nah,
that
this ain't
journey?
out. Yeah. I'm talking about bodies of work.
Wow, you're doing the Prince thing where stuff starts stacking up. People have never even heard of it yet.
You know, that's kind of like right now we just have 2 projects out, you know. So we have Splendid. That one, that's like our baby right there. And then we also have the 8 tape because we're from the 818, you know, we're from the Valley.
So Valley boys.
Valley represents. So, you know, we're doing it for the Valley and everything. But yeah, like that's just 2 projects that we have out right now. But we have crazy. You heard a lot of the projects.
I heard, man. I was goosebumps don't lie, Marquita.
Okay, wait, I just saw something. I literally just saw something. You guys know how I get.
Yes.
Literally, I just saw you like on the stage, Madison Square Garden, and then the tequila served up, VIP style, like tequila, like all. Okay. Y'all know.
Come on.
Let's call that tour Grand Linda.
We could do the Grand Linda tour. That's a great part about it too, because like we gonna be the first group in history. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, to not even be signed, but to come out with the liquor company behind.
I'm telling you, that's
like,
sick.
You know, I haven't heard of that. You know, I hear a lot of guys are in the game for 20, 30 plus years and then they get on board something, but it's like we're coming in the game with our own liquor behind us.
Right.
You know, that's family owned, so that's what makes
that's like all in the family, the culture, young black kings.
Exactly.
You know, Journey over here is our human encyclopedia. So he absolutely can let you guys know whether or not that has been done in history.
Never.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Relax.
Literally,
never.
he's a gift.
Yes, we trying to go for that title and any other title we can possibly go
dope.
for it. So, you know, that's dope, like man. I feel like we got like, you know, something big behind this.
Yeah. And the dynamic of this, man, every time I see a dad and a son working together, it's something special, man, about it.
That's my best friend.
Something special about it.
Yeah, my best friend.
That's it.
Supporting, you know, like how, you know, I would love for my parents to see this, man.
Yes.
I would love for them to see
I'm not
this,
easy, though. I'm not easy.
Nah.
That's
as
all
you shouldn't be.
I'm a little hard, man, because I just don't want him to, you know, grew up the way I grew up. I grew up good because my parents, but I mean, you know, he grew up in the Valley. He didn't grow up in LA. Where I grew up.
Right.
So, you know, we have to really make sure that, you know, we nurture that and take care of it and make him appreciate that. So I'm a little bit hard on him sometimes, and you know he gets mad, but
it's all good.
That's all good. He knows. He knows what time it is. He knows what time it is.
Come on.
Yo, does dad call you? Be like, yo, that hook is whack. Redo it.
I mean, you know, a lot of times we'll be in the studio, he'll just come in, you know, but I mean, if we show him, we already know it's hot, you know. So it's like we have him come in, just give us the head nod. He's always like, oh yeah, all right.
And I'm sure you're digging the title, man. The positivity, the P in the positivity.
Man, you know, you get a lot of stuff out here today, and I mean, I love every artist that's on the planet Earth because it's talent that they're putting this stuff out. But I didn't have any influence on the name, but I tell you what, I love it. You know, that's just what it is because it's refreshing to see that, you know, guys at this age are looking at something to be influenced in positivity. I mean, we have a lot of things that are going on in our world today that are not so positive. So when you break it down to that standpoint, it's just one of those things that's really refreshing and heartfelt. So
it's relief.
I really like that at all.
You can travel the world, be like, they're good.
No doubt.
They're putting out positivity.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
I gotta have cameras in
That's what the world needs. The world needs positivity. You know?
Yeah. Sure, man.
You guys are actually, it's incredible. You guys are actually revolutionizing. It's incredible what you guys do. It's called high-powered innovation.
I love that.
Because I never seen like a tequila high-powered brand and then high-powered music coming out on a generational difference.
Yeah.
Also,
sure.
like I've never seen that.
And we're just getting started.
Never seen that. That's incredible right there.
We getting started because the thing about us, we need to get to a certain level, having about 25 to 30 states under our belt, and then it's on. I'm telling you, man. It's like, and we're on our way. You know, we're knocking one state down at a time, and we've got a really aggressive plan that we're going to get there probably a little bit sooner than what we thought originally.
No doubt.
And then next year, you guys going to see us everywhere.
No doubt.
That's what I guarantee you that.
That's it.
No doubt, Derrell.
Absolutely.
No doubt. Well, I got to ask because we were fortunate, 7 continents, to taste this extraordinary Grand Leyenda. Am I saying that correct?
Yes,
because I would like to think I'm saying it amazing.
Absolutely.
Say it 10 times.
As amazing as it tastes, and we were sitting here like, this stuff is so good.
Smooth.
You got to tell me, what would you pair something like this tequila with? What would you pair it with?
Cocktails.
I'm already good.
That's a great question.
Like
right
food, everything.
You know,
Talk to us.
like on some serious tip, man. Like
Culinary stuff.
We cook. Like I throw down in the kitchen. He throws down in the kitchen.
Word?
Third throws way down in the kitchen.
Come on, Trip Digital dinner time, baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
We get you guys over there. You don't want to leave. I'll be like, hey, you know what's going on? But we throw down.
Okay.
And so we make cocktails. Like Tyler will go out and we have these wooden barrels and he'll like make up a cocktail and it sits in the barrel for like 5 or 6 months and marinate. I'm one of those guys that I make the best margarita in the world.
Oh, I love margarita.
And I ain't saying to give you the recipe. My recipe is 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of organic agave lime, and 1 ounce of organic agave syrup. Shake it, pour it over ice. The best ever.
Oh, I'm a margarita girl. Ashley, all my dream family when we're out, they know.
Yeah, I'll send you guys some recipes. I'll blow you away, man.
Snow cone.
No, we just come over to the crib.
Yeah, totally. Let's turn up one day.
Take you to a culinary experience.
Make some drinks.
Yeah, man.
Guys.
Yeah, I do. You know, I put tequila in my ribs. I put it in my chicken.
Really?
I mean, I put in my shrimp, my lobster, my steak.
Yeah.
I mean, I can sit there marinated for 2 days.
Okay, really? The whole studio is going crazy, everybody. The whole studio. You can see Dave and Ashley. Where's
Let me tell you something. When I met Hugh Jackson, man, I said, come over to my house, right? And
Yes.
he came over, I threw down. And he here today. So, I mean, you know, I ain't going to brag, but I know what I do. I'm a master at that grill, man.
the shrimp?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right
Yeah,
there.
man.
Yeah.
For real.
Yes, I'm from New Orleans. So when you hit that shrimp and that tequila, okay. Continue. Just leave me a moment, guys. Take over.
But you know, the thing about it, listen, you know, what I'd like for you guys to know, I mean, I'm leaving, you know, some bottles behind, and I'll send you guys some recipes. But certainly, I think what we really need to do, you know, over the next, let me get off the road a little bit, and I definitely want to invite you guys over. No cameras, no nothing. We're just gonna come and just sit down, and I'm gonna really kind of take you guys through this experience of what this tequila is about, number one, but then what we can do to pair. And then let's just kind of make, you know, you guys are going to become brand fans because you're going to be able to see
T-shirts,
and know how we are. Oh, I actually forgot them on my bed. I'm mad. But don't worry about it. We got hats, T-shirts. We got all that stuff.
I'll rock that for you. I got you.
Anytime you guys need me, I'll make sure you guys all have my personal number. You need something from me, you can call me. Tyler will give you cards. And we just want to make sure, you know, that we live here. We're from here, but we're about, you know, helping people out as much as we can, you know. But at the end of the day, we really want you guys to let people know that, you know, there is a Black-owned tequila brand out here, and we all need to get behind that movement because there's just so much happening right now that we in our race, we can do this ourselves. We don't need no help. But at the end of the day, we don't want to just be Black. We want to be tequila for everybody.
That's right.
You know, that's what we are. We're about everybody. It ain't about, you know, cater to this or that. I'm catering to people who want to get out with something that's natural for you.
Exactly. This is Cali.
This is the best stuff on earth.
Right. They looking for organic.
This is probably the smoothest tequila I've ever had in my life.
I mean, it's like a smoke taste or something, right?
Yes.
And that's my Blanco, man. So when you talk about how we make this tequila, this is 40% of the agave. This is 20% of the best part of the agave. This right here is better than most premium tequilas. And it's no joke.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, no.
And it has a very soothing warmth.
Absolutely, man.
That
absolutely.
Because I tasted a lot of tequila.
No burn and all that.
Come on.
Exactly.
Lime juice and all that. What is lime and salt?
Burn?
Man, you know, with ours, you just put one ice cube in there and just enjoy it. Tequila's is actually made to be sipping. You know, if you go to Mexico and you drink tequila and you start shooting it with limes, they look at you like, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
So it's consumed. The way it should be consumed is to be sipped and enjoyed. That's what tequila is about.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
it's the most versatile spirit in the world. Anything you can do with vodka, you do with tequila. Anything, martinis, everything, old fashions, anything you want to name, you can do it with tequila, and the base is better because of the fact that it's agave and it's the only upper. Everything else is a downer. They add sugar to it.
Yeah, exactly, and that is what I want, which actually transitions us, into something extraordinary. Journey shared with me, because I'm very, very conscious about my sugar intake. I kind of like live a life of being keto friendly, modified, but I love a great drink. Okay. And so when I found out that this was organic and now you're informing us of all of the other amazing qualities, I'm just like, it's proof that you can enjoy a nice drink and still be conscious about your weight, about your health. And I would love for you to share with us about this weight loss journey that Journey hipped us to.
Hey,
and listen, this is
we go
proof.
way back.
This
Sean
is
was
proof.
like, he's like, yo, this used to be Derrell. I'm like,
and he's still healthy.
I looked at this man. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you get successful.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
that's real success.
That story is, I was at 200 and almost 300 pounds, like 270, 280.
Wow.
And I lost my aunt and my uncle a couple of years ago due to diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found out more about what the American Journal came out with tequila years ago, that I told some people that in Vegas, one is related to Gladys Knight, like he was a diabetic. And I said, if you want to drink, and if you want to drink something, not, because, when you're a diabetic, you have to be careful because that sugar, it's all about, it turns into whatever you.
Absolutely.
I have my parents' side, my mother's side deals with it every day. I said, take your sugar level right now. Right? He took it. I said, have an ounce shot of tequila. Wait about 15, 20 minutes and go back and test your sugar again. It didn't move.
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
What?
It's over.
Didn't move.
That's
it. It did not move. So test your sugar, have a shot, wait a little bit and test it again. This interaction, you can read it. It's in many journals of medicine that if you take this in moderation, you can actually drink this and not have an adverse effect with diabetes because it's what's in it. I'm not saying go out and drink the whole bottle, but what I'm saying is that in moderation, this is the safest bet for you in the world.
Absolutely.
In the world.
Yes.
Wow.
So I lost this pounds. Yeah, I lost. I lost 70 pounds. Okay, so I went on this journey and I just started eating like 1,800 calories a day. But I can tell you what, I always counted out at least 200 calories, which I mean I can get about 2.5 ounces of my tequila. And I did this on a regular, like I would drink, a couple times a week, keep my diet right, and I've still got my weight down. I haven't. It's been
great, Derrell.
Almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in November.
Wow.
That I've lost all this weight, but at the end of the day, because I run so hard and I travel so much, I've learned to kind of balance it. I can go out and eat something kind of crazy, but then I know 3 or 4 days I got to cut back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a lifestyle. It's just a lifestyle now. So, but I can tell you, this doesn't affect my weight, and you can see it.
I love that. I'm so
believe
grateful.
me, I drink tequila. Trust me.
This is top of the list. They have the skinny margaritas, but sometimes I want my tequila, like when we go out, like to get a shot or whatever. Now I have my tequila.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Grand Leander.
Wow.
The best of the best.
The best of the best.
Man. That's amazing, man. So overall, what do you see this brand going? Like, what's the projection of this?
Well, number wise, we want to finish the year, a couple thousand cases, 5,000-6,000. But next year is our breakout year. We really 2020 we're gonna probably triple our business, if not quadruple. And it's only because of the fact that only thing that really held me back was financial. I actually put all the money personally into the brand. And so when you do that, you have to be strategic of how you grow. You have to grow in the right spot. You got to put yourself out where you don't overextend yourself. You don't want to overpromise and not deliver because that kills you in the business. So we had held the business down a little bit slower than what we really wanted to. Now we're ready. So
we're ready.
I mean, it's I can't even tell you today what we'll be next year, but I can tell you what, we'll be a household name.
Yeah.
You're going to start seeing people that are very influential
in this
space that are going to start getting on board with us because, number one, our stuff is good.
Yeah.
We're not selling some fake,
it's real.
Cover up stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, once a certain sector of people that I feel like these A-listers that are unattached to brands, once they start to get on with us, I think you'll see a whole different turn next year where people will start to talk about us in the way they talk about Patron or they talk about something else. And once we get there, then that's the game, because this is what people in my business look for to have people talk about it, to have these major conglomerates like the Diageos of the world, the Brown-Formans, the Beams that have billions and billions and billions of dollars and are looking for those niche market, small batch brands that they can add to their portfolio and pay a handsome sum for it. And so we'll be there. But I mean, just next year, that's going to be our really, truly breakout year. We're going to end the year really strong of what we got on the table right now. But next year, this time, I'll come back and I'm like, listen, guys, this is what's up.
We're looking forward to
you
it.
guys are like, this is the first time I really have gotten into a really mainstream station. I've done some smaller stuff here and there. Yeah. But I've always been kind of in the background, really not telling the story about myself, because people kind of look at, African American owners and maybe not take us serious. And so I really didn't want to be out front. You look at my website, it's still kind of traditional from when it started. But everything is getting ready to change, man. Everything is getting ready to change. This whole brand is going to look different on social media. The website is getting ready to be redesigned.
I feel the energy.
Our swag is getting ready to be different. The things that we have and touch and feel and where we're going to be and where we're going to have our brands laying and the award shows and this and that and the NFL. There's a lot of stuff happening because my guy comes from that space. Yeah. When you're a head coach in the NFL, you have a lot of contacts. And we getting ready to ride it. Yeah. We getting ready to ride it.
It's just in time for the Rock Nation situation to segue. So,
the thing about it, he's represented by Rock Nation. But the other thing is,
don't say.
But on 22nd of September, we're doing a major outcoming. The Rams have a facility in Playa del Rey where they actually take off their season seat holders and they have renders of the stadium. There's this whole outdoor scene, a big party, and we're going to be with Rob Parker and Hugh Jackson are going to be doing a halftime show, and it's actually the Rams and the Cleveland Browns that are playing that game. Whoa, so I want to invite you guys down to come check it out. It's going to be a lot of season seat holders, a lot of people in the industry. We have you guys come out 22nd. I'll give you guys the information. We will have some fun.
September.
2 days after my birthday.
It's September 12th.
I knew I'm September 20th. I knew you were my cousin.
Virgo.
Yeah. Virgo's in the house. Well, you know what? I got to let you know, Derrell, we got to find you now, right now. I know big things are already popping. It's already like the energy is sick inside of these studios, everybody. But we need to know how we can get our hands on this tequila right now. Can we order it off of social media, off of your website? Can we at least connect with you on social media somewhere? Can you give us the handle? Something. We just need to be all up in that.
We're going to have millions of followers coming in to try and buy some.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man. So right now, we were in Mission Liquor. We're in Tarzana Wine and Spirits. We're in some selected Whole Foods. We'll be going back in there because we changed the packaging. Yeah. If you go to Grand Leandro Tequila on Instagram, we talk a lot about our restaurants, where our stores are. We do interactions. We talk to people. We do tastings. You can get a lot of information there. You can also find us on Facebook at Grand Leandro Tequila. My personal is Derrell A. Spann, DRRELLASPANN. I do a ton of stuff that's, I get in trouble because as an owner of a brand, we have our corporate look. So the Grand Leandro Tequila is go there for corporate. And then when you come to mine, I have to kind of screen you out and I'll accept you guys. Yeah. I just kind of keep my life. I want to still talk about what I do in my life, but I still have to be careful and cognizant of the fact. We're the same. Yeah. So I had to clean up a lot of my stuff because I have to be cognizant of the fact that people are still looking not only at the brand, but they're looking at me too.
Oh, absolutely. So, we're right here.
Yeah. So we have those different avenues that you can get to us as far as information. We will be having a new phone app coming out that we'll be able to download. And when you type in where you are, it'll tell you what store is near, what restaurant is near.
Nice.
We're in Sage Bistro, which is a vegan restaurant that's actually in Eagle Rock and Culver City. And
this
Pasadena.
Is perfect.
We're in.
Did I hear you say you were in Nobu?
Nobu, Hawaii.
Malibu, Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. We're in the
Man,
Disney
that's
property.
hot,
We're in the
right?
Disney
That's hot.
property.
That's hot.
We're in Disney property.
I'm a Hawaii girl.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Hawaii.
Love
I
going
just
to
got
Hawaii.
back. We're also
Yeah.
in. Where are we in LA? Give them a little bit about LA because he handles LA. Where are we? Give them a couple places they can go right now.
Right.
Like restaurant wise, or
Just whatever.
Just
Anywhere that's
restaurants,
Give us
stores.
a few restaurants and a few stores.
the Edison downtown. It's a good spot. They definitely sell
Okay.
a lot of Grand Land over there.
Yes.
Love the Edison.
Wow.
Bar Toscana.
Yeah, Bar Toscana.
And you guys got all of this like on your website, on your social media. We can peep that and we can find it, right?
Yeah. Down at Malibu Pier as well. The Malibu Pier
Malibu Pier.
restaurant.
There you go.
We were just there last week. Like
Yeah.
crazy view, and
That's
that
hard.
drink's
I'm a
crazy.
water girl, so
Are we,
everywhere.
are we in Soho House?
We're not in Soho House yet. Actually,
you know
that's going to happen pretty soon because
Okay.
the owner is
You got-
a friend of a friend of a friend.
Okay.
But we always take, connections and all that. So
Yeah.
I'm a member of Soho House, man.
We're in Formosa.
Yes.
You've been in Formosa
Yeah.
Cafe.
Yeah.
Formosa Cafe.
From where
Formosa
is
Cafe.
it?
That's
Where-
third and it's iconic.
I don't think
it's right by the Beverly Center.
It
Right?
sounds
Okay.
so familiar. I promise
Yeah.
you.
It's over there
It's
by
iconic.
Shelby's.
I'm just
Yeah. I think
everywhere.
Robert Shelby.
Yeah.
Where else we are? I mean, we.
So
if
it's so many names.
I was just
Like
near.
to say.
Isn't Boa near Third? Day? I was just at
Boa.
Boa Steakhouse.
Man.
Boa, we
It's-
actually have a
it's
tasting
third.
coming up next month in Boa.
Oh, that's
we-
incredible.
we-
That's hot
Steak.
right there. No, that's big.
Yeah.
We've tasted in the Montage next month. We just submitted our samples for Mastro's, and that's 3 restaurants here. We're in Javiers in Las Vegas. We're actually looking at Javiers here in Century City and Newport Beach. We actually just sent samples to them. I was just down there talking to those guys. There's a lot, man. I mean,
Yeah.
for me to
Amazing.
remember all of each and every one, but
Right. That's why we can go to your social
Yeah,
media
go to
because
social
I'm
media.
gonna stalk it, and so everywhere I go, I'm gonna get some of the Grand Leanda.
we appreciate that.
Yo, so
Definitely.
we're gonna head out now, man. But we usually ask this question because everybody that comes through here, they have something special. So we'll ask you both, Tyler, Derrell, first. What's your superpower?
Connecting with people.
Tyler,
Probably a good listener.
good listener.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of friends that come and talk to me about stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm the Virgo. I'm a Virgo. You feel me? So it's like,
We're loyal.
you know,
We're loyal, and we're
yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely.
That's what bosses do. They just listen to problems all day.
That's it, man.
Come on.
Oh, sounds like you, Ernie.
Yeah.
Nah, I just shut them down. Like, yo, figure it out.
You're a great listener.
No, but man, that's what's up, man. Thank you so much for coming to the
Yes,
show, man.
guys.
Thank you for having
And definitely check back with us, man, because we want to be a part of the process
For
here,
sure.
man. We want to see this
Absolutely.
thing
No doubt. Bless
2
you.
billions.
Bless you guys.
I know.
We gotta get it.
Billions.
Definitely
Yeah.
gotta come around,
Yeah.
bring the group with me.
Billions.
Absolutely, man.
Play
Yo,
some music for everybody.
Yeah,
You guys
turn
gotta
up.
come back,
22nd,
man.
hit us
You guys
up
gotta
about
come back.
Rams.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna make sure you
Yeah.
guys come down to that event.
Please do.
Journey
Please
lets
do.
us know. Aaron.
Please do. And we're
Definitely.
attaching events and so on and so forth to it, man. So
Yeah.
If you guys have
Hey.
anything that pops out that you think we need to participate, please let us know.
yeah.
Sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
we'll be a
Absolutely.
really good
man.
partner.
Yeah. You know, Soho House is coming downtown, man.
got
So
some
we
stuff
gotta
for you.
we talk about that.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Right on.
There it is. Trip Digital Radio Sound Art Expression. Let's give it up for Derrell and Tyler on the show.
Thank you, man.
Grand
you.
Lassie.
I'm off to Vegas.
Yes. Drive safe, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for coming
man.
through, man. We'll be back.
Gotta
All
do it.
right, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Thanks a lot.
That's going to be a nice drive tonight.